Hello.
Hello.
Everyone.
It's very hot coffee. I guess I'm usually this
I
hot.
like it's poorer. What's new?
I woke up earlier than usual today.
You did?
Mm.
Were you watching TikToks?
No.
I woke up to an email
Okay.
saying that my Apple ID and Microsoft has been logged into.
Oh.
Yeah. So I went on to, like, you know, it says where it's been logged into.
Mm.
St. Petersburg.
That's not good.
It's not good at all, is it? So I changed my passwords.
Yeah.
Check my bank just in case, because obviously Apple Pay's on there and stuff. Not
Yeah.
Apple Pay, but like my cards are linked to
Yeah.
it. I was thinking while I was making the coffee, it's like, like how have they logged in? You know, when my phone got stolen,
It's ended up in St. Petersburg.
it might have.
Yeah.
You know, they might have sold it to someone and
Sold
sold it somewhere else
yeah.
or whatever, and they might have just logged in to the old account or whatever, or finally turned it back on or whatever.
Have you heard there's an iPhone in St. Petersburg?
Yeah, and it's mine. So yeah, if you're watching, don't log into my stuff.
Yeah, don't do that. That's rubbish.
Have you ever had anything stolen? Because I had my phone stolen, and I'll tell the story again. People probably heard this, but people might have not heard this. Because my phone got stolen during High Fidelity, which was about 6 months ago. So it was the night we were opening in London, first preview. And the way the theatre's laid out, so say I'm the front door, it goes front door, like obviously that reception, front of house.
Office,
Dressing rooms, then the theatre. So and it's like a tunnel. It's like a really long building.
Yeah.
So
It's built in an old railway arch.
Yeah.
So it can only go one way.
Yeah, you only can go one way. You can't like go anywhere else. So that's the sort of structure. So we were in the furthest point in the theatre, in the auditorium, practicing, get notes and stuff.
Nice.
It was the day before. Well, no, sorry, it was the day of the first show we were going to do. And so we're in the furthest end. Meanwhile, obviously, while we're rehearsing, some guy just walked in. There's no one on the desk, which still blows my mind. There was no one on the desk. So he was like, oh, alright. Walks down this little like, alley, which is like where the toilets are. And then if you just go beyond the curtain and open another door, you're into the dressing rooms. But obviously, it's really, you shouldn't really be doing that. No one of the right mind would go. You would think naturally you'd go, well, that's obviously backstage, or that's obviously like beyond private, But obviously he was there to steal. So he went in and went into the dressing rooms. Obviously no one was in there, and took my phone. It was like 3 phones and a wallet, and was gone. And I remember, we were getting notes, and then the whole team got let go to go back to the dressing rooms, but I stayed because I had some extra notes. and I sat down with the director. We were chatting about stuff, about the show. And the guy who was next to me, who sitting next to me in the dressing room, Josh, ran in, and he was white. And if you know Josh, he's very serious. He was very serious. And he's like, my wallet's gone. We've been robbed. And in my head, I was thinking, oh, he's just misplaced it. And I think Tom, the director, said about the same as well. It's no, he's probably just misplaced it. But he was like, no, seriously, I know where I put my stuff. I'm one of those people, when I leave my dressing room, I'm like, that's there, And he said, it's gone. So I was like, oh. I said to Tom, I was like, is it alright if I go back and check my stuff? Because he sat next to me in the dressing room. And I'm walking back, I'm like, oh man, I left my phone on my place.
Well, you just trust that it's secure.
Yeah, you would. In dressing rooms, obviously don't, obviously one would ever steal from a dressing room, but people do leave stuff there, because it's like your second home.
Mm.
You leave, little gadgets that you might have bought, it becomes, your second home, doesn't it? So you do, leave your phone.
And most theatres, I think the Turbine Theatre was a bit of an anomaly, because most theatres, there is someone on stage door every minute of every day, every set. There is never a day when I've gone into a stage door and no one's been there.
Yeah.
Because when you walk in, the first thing they do is hand you your key, any post that you've got, it's an active stage door 24/7. They're constantly having to sign for parcels, they're constantly having to let people in who are working on the show, working backstage, blah blah blah. There is always someone on stage door, or even box office. In most theatres, they're separate, and it's like front and back of house. And there's always people there, so the turbo is a bit of an anomaly in that sense.
Yeah, I think the front of house shouldn't have been open, and I think someone just didn't shut the door. I think that's what happened.
I've never had anything stolen, I don't think, unless I have and I haven't noticed. But I've never had anything big like a phone or a purse or a laptop or anything big stolen. There was a robbery at the Sondheim, but it was just one, it was the Wigs room.
Yeah.
And someone had a laptop stolen. But that's because we had loads of building work. That was like during tech. So we had and because the Sondheim was like newly renovated, we had people coming in and out all the time. I think maybe they just lost track of who was coming in and out. Either they let someone in they shouldn't have let in,
or someone just tried to look.
Or it was like someone who was there for a legitimate job but just took an opportunity.
I had my bike stolen when I was 7, I think, and it sucked so much. I'd literally got this bike, and I wanted a bike so much, like a lot. And I remember being upstairs, because obviously I was like downstairs with my presents as a kid. I was like, yay, and I was like, oh, I didn't get a bike, which sucks a bit, but okay, fair enough. And I went upstairs to maybe take some of my presents upstairs to my bedroom. From the landing, I could see my dad like wheeling in the bike there quick. So I was like, oh yeah, like, I got a bike. So I came down, I was like, oh my god, and it was like, because I was like 7 or 8, it was like a big bike. You know what I mean? Your big bike. I was like getting on it, and I only just could touch the pedals, but I was like, I'll be fine in like a month, you know, because you just grow so quick. Literally that night, or like 2 days later, I'm asleep, obviously everyone's asleep. My mum's downstairs on her own. She like goes to shut the patio door, or like lock it to like go to bed. And she's like, goes to lock it, man there. A man just stood outside the patio door. And she was like, oh my god!
Yeah, I
absolutely. Mum was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What do you want? Because my mum's like single parent, she's on her own, like just kids upstairs. And then the guy apparently was like, this is my mum's impression of him. He might not sound like this, but he's like, Mr. Close, where's Mr. Close? Which is like a neighbouring street.
Yeah.
She's like, that way, like, they know that way, you know,
doing,
F off, like. He's like, alright, like, so it's really weird. Obviously, he got caught out in the garden.
Yeah.
Where my bike was, and it wasn't locked up. Went and got in the garden and threw it over the fence.
When it's in your garden, you don't really expect to have to lock it up.
No, like, the fence was all locked up. Yeah. Everything was locked up. He actually jumped the fence, saw the bike, threw the bike over the fence. And then, they woke up the next day and it was gone. Literally my favourite bike, and
Next door's house was burgled a couple of weeks ago, and the police think they came through our garden, like they were like fence hopping, and were just looking for a house that was empty. But the thing is, I think me and Scott were in watching Hook on the sofa. We'd gone to the cinema to see Onward, and we got back at about 7:45, and they said that they think the robbery happened between 8 and 8:30. So we would have been in, which means all of the lights would have been on, and because it was that late, it would have been dark outside, and if the lights weren't on in the garden, it would have been pitch black. Yeah. And if the lights were on in here, we never would have seen outside.
No.
But yeah, that freaked me out more than the idea of being burgled.
Like being watched?
Yeah, the fact that there was someone in the garden going, oh no, we can't rob that house because there's those two chubs just sat on the sofa watching Hook, stuffing their faces with Doritos.
Just imagine you, Scott, like doing TikTok, like dancing about like, oh my god, those guys are crazy. There's Rob next door. I've had that feeling now of getting something stolen, and it sucks a lot. But it's just like how cheeky the people are. You can't in your mind just get over how
opportunists.
How they're just so like opportunists and just
they're so brazen.
Yeah, you're like, actions. How dare, like, it's just so mean and just so mean-spirited and just horrible just to do something like that.
And also, I feel like if I ever stole something like a phone or a laptop, I wouldn't know the first thing about. Like, I don't know, it's someone else's private information, or like, someone else's life.
Yeah.
I know the first thing I'd probably do is just wipe it.
Yeah.
But even that, like, even deleting my, like, emptying my own trash on my laptop is an issue for me because I'm like, oh my god, that's my stuff.
Like grabbing something and being like, grabbing a phone on the side or grabbing a whatever laptop is horrible, obviously. But it's like when it's becoming into property or coming into like rummaging around people's stuff, that's like the worst, I think. Because obviously, like, it was in the theatre, but still our stuff was in there. Like our like clothes, our like warm-up gear, our food, or whatever.
Well, it's like your second bedroom.
Yeah.
Before,
so he would have been like in there, maybe just like opening drawers, rummaging around, trying to like grab more stuff. And when it's like that, you're like, oh man, that situation in the theatre, he would have heard us next door. 100%. He would have heard us singing and dancing and whatever, but he would have like heard the murmur of, you know, of us next door, and the fact that he was just in there like, take that phone, like, just so cheeky.
It's just mad.
You'll get caught.
I hope so.
Should we go?
Let's do it.
Start the day?
Yeah. I've got another amazing today. And the Disney Quiz 2.0.
What time is that?
7.
Nice.
I need to finish it.
Give me a quick Disney question that the guy is gonna...
What was Goofy's original name? Goofy wasn't always called Goofy.
There we go.
What was his original name?
Think about it, so you can get it right.
And another one, if we're going on names, this one is in the Disney quiz. This is the final question in one of the parts, because I think it's maybe the hardest question. What is Donald Duck's middle name?
So you can get it right in the comments. Goodbye everyone, have a good day. Be safe out there.